yo. Deja vu like a mug. Welcome to podcast. Welcome to Hot Tag Radio Podcast. I'm your host, Cliff. I'm with Oob, and we got a special guest host today that was supposed to be here on Tuesday on our special show, but technical difficulties set aside. We delayed it for today. Welcome, Prestige Worldwide.
Hot Tag Radio and the Hot Tag Radio universe. What's good, everybody?
Are we live?
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We a minute in.
We live.
Like I was like, we had a whole heartfelt. We had a crazy introduction, bro. Crazy.
I forgot to hit go live. I'm sorry. I was so excited.
Like I was telling Prestige, bro. He was one of the main inspirations behind us being super consistent because he has podcasts and other endeavors that he's super consistent in, man. Prestige, tell us about yourself, man. Tell us about your team.
First
that you got going
foremost, I'm from Pontiac, host of 2 podcasts, Dope World Podcast and Hit Your Finisher Podcast with Mature to Serve It. Outside of podcasting, I throw events. I do consulting on events. I can help market and promote your events, whatever you need. Also on the music side, I dabble in all type of artist development, whether it's stage presence, what your album art should look like, how your stage stuff is set up, like all that. I'm just a creative person. So I try to fit in all the lanes that I can get in creatively, especially when we're talking about the great sport of wrestling.
Right.
You know it. Let's get it, man. Great to have you on, man.
Thank you again. It's an honor and a privilege.
No doubt, man.
So how we start off here. I like to start off with a little banter. This is, before the rest of the topics start. So I just want to give y'all the opportunity to give you your thoughts on the Drake diss. How did you like it? Oh, and the Rick Ross diss. I forgot about that. Do you like it better than the Rick Ross or anything? I mean, I thought Drake went in. I thought it was better than Rick Ross diss.
I think I'm gonna say this. Aubrey, I'm not calling him. Aubrey definitely came swinging, and he's probably one of the most. Man, we're recording this. I don't want to get his brother no praise on the Anyway, he's probably one of the most dangerous people with the diss songs because it's gonna chirp.
Right.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So he gonna hit you with something, and then it's gonna chart for weeks. He literally destroyed Meek Mill's career like this. Dropping 2 songs back to back. You know what I'm saying? But I think Drake was swinging. And, you know what I'm saying, even though Rick Ross, people say he not coming as hard as he should have, he responded within an hour or 2. So he didn't take that little backseat like our boy J. Cole did and apologize. No, bro, you said you mentioned me. We get into it. And then Rick Ross is sunning him in his diss. Not lyrically, but he's saying certain shit. So
right.
Absolutely. The only problem I got with the diss is I need it to be confirmed if it's AI or real Drake.
Yeah.
We can't start celebrating artificial intelligence.
That is true. That is true.
Can't do that.
I know.
If it is Drake and he not saying it's him, he throwing the stone and hiding his hand, letting this rumor just sit like this.
Yeah.
I need him to come out and confirm it so we know that it's real.
That is true because
I want the best song though, but I just need to know.
I'm about 80% sure it's Aubrey.
I think
I'm about 80%. AI, you can hear the ting in it, and you can it's lifeless in some spots. And then when he hits certain octaves on the singing part, so you can tell it's probably him.
So you feel good about it?
I feel good about it, yeah. And I seen LeBron. I seen a LeBron tweet too. So
is he gonna bring anybody else out to come rap? He got Rick Ross out there. Is J. Cole go shoot back? Anybody else go shoot back at him? What y'all think?
I don't know. The way J. Cole apologized, I don't know if he's gonna be shooting or not, man. He probably just gonna be shooting at a basketball hoop. That's it.
I don't know. Right. I don't know how I don't know what J. Cole is going to do to be well received in this and the rest of this beef. He got to tip this one out. He just already apologized.
He bowed out.
Bowed out. So it's like
Get
he'll
out.
come with a response.
He'll come
It's
with
gonna be
heat,
like,
man.
huh?
He's right. He can still come with heat. He
He can come with heat, but not addressing this situation. We're gonna be like, hey, bro, nope. Because the album don't even seem as hard as it was after the apology to me.
Man.
That's how petty my ear is.
That's crazy.
No, it's a dope album still, but come on, Cole. Say what you say, mean it, man, and keep going. Let's rap.
Right. It's an EP. It's an EP, right?
Might delete later.
Yeah.
Man, that was 10 songs. 11 songs.
Yeah, you put effort into that.
Yeah, that was a whole album, and then the disc with the last song on there. That was a good project.
And rapping for 7 minutes, you can't walk that back. You meant that.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's move on to these topics, man. The first topic of the day: NXT has signed Stardom phenom Julia to a WWE contract. I want to hear your thoughts about this signing and what this will do with the NXT and WWE women's division. And will she join Damage Control, or I don't know, but what you think about this signing? And I'm not too familiar with Julia, but y'all thoughts on Julia?
Well, I'll tell you so far, she looked good on WWE TV when she was at Mania. They put the camera on her. It felt like she was received well, just from being in the crowd. Triple H kept his word. He said he know about everybody. He got his eyes on everybody.
Yeah.
Pulling somebody from that particular promotion, that means he got eyes and ears everywhere, and he's seeing something in her that belong in the WWE system. So I'm trusting Triple H with his signings because he hasn't missed too much. So
right.
Most of the women's division, right now in NXT is not a lot of women who is taking that step forward to be like the top woman in the division. It's just a whole bunch of people in the middle of the pack.
Exactly.
Somebody like her can come in there and break that all up and help the other women get better.
Yeah, and he's going back to getting that top indie talent.
Mm-hmm.
And she's one of the top women on that scene. You know what I'm saying? And Cliff, she is Japanese, and her father was born in London, so she's interracial.
Come on,
you know what I'm saying? So, but her coming to NXT as a veteran, she's 30 years old. I just read up on her, and she's 30 years old. They're bringing her in to get her used to WWE TV because NXT is great to get people used to being produced by WWE. Also, they have a mix of that young people, and like I said before the show started, they call backs. They come back down here, rebuild your character, and go back up. She's perfect for I want to say SmackDown, man, but Raw eventually would need some star power and help, but we have to wait on that too because we have the draft come up in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
so we're going to get a mix, everything. So now we say SmackDown is stacked. I think Triple H's first true draft is him finally getting the roster to where he wants it ultimately, instead of Vince poking and putting this person here. You know what I'm saying? And I think Triple H will do a better job of balancing out that roster, man. But I do see her moving up fairly quickly. She's not going to be in NXT long. She's just going down there to get used to WWE TV. So Julia, another big signing. Triple H is back on the indie scene, men and women, and rebuilding NXT back in this vision that he originally had, man. Now that he's 100% Vince free.
And I think that was one of Vince's mistakes is just breaking down NXT the way he did and launching the 2.0. Like, I don't even think it was the indie talent that was causing problems on Raw and SmackDown. I just think he was out of touch creatively.
Yeah.
Because Triple H worked with all these talents for so many years, and then they go to Vince, and Vince like, I'm not familiar with you, so let me do my own thing. And I think that was handicapping the talent.
Right.
I think Triple H system was a part that didn't work. I just think it was a disconnect with Vince. So now Triple H is full. We really get to see how he uses his guys.
Right. If Vince don't see it in you like that,
Yep.
man, you might be out of there.
Right.
To whereas Triple H
He'll give you
is
time.
seeing, and cultivating the talent. Like Triple H had Keith Lee, a double champion. Keith Lee was the NXT World Champion and a North American champion.
Right.
At one point, having bangers down there with Dijak.
Absolutely.
That really put him in a certain spotlight. But then Vince see him and like, I don't see it. Make Bearcat lead, this, that. AEW. Don't see it in him.
I'm not gonna lie, Vince opened my eyes to have me see more in a wrestler besides just how he can do in the ring. Because
for sure.
Because with Keith Lee, I used to love Keith Lee in NXT, you know what I'm saying? Then when he did get to in the main roster and AEW, and he started doing these promos and stuff. Because with NXT, I wasn't listening to his promos like that. I was just like, oh, I like him in the ring. Then I started listening to his promos and stuff. I'm like, okay, this is kind of whack how he's speaking, and it's different, but I don't see it popping off. You know what I'm saying? It's not real to me, So when I see Keith Lee, I'm like,
Listen, Keith Lee sounds like a helpful woodshop teacher. that gives you life lessons. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like Ivar, right? Triple H just go out there, bro, and do you.
Right.
And Ivar got over because this fat dude is doing moonsaults and cartwheels and
springboard plunges off the second rope.
So and the crowd is seeing him every week, to where you just let Keith Lee go out there and build that. He doesn't have to be on the upper card, but he's a great hand, and he can be utilized way better. But listen, I do understand this with Vince, though. Vince has to see or has to put you in a position to where you can entertain. Like, bro, you're going to die on TV if you're not an interesting character or you don't have something that we can sink our teeth into. I understand it for the entertainment aspect of the business. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? But the way he gutted NXT, that was malicious. You know what I'm saying? He saw Triple H building something that was being more organically loved than what he was putting on in the main product at one point. Man, listen, NXT carried them at one point. Cliff, that's all we watched.
Nah, literally.
Yeah.
Literally. Vince seen it, he knew. You got your NXT champion getting more love than your champions on the main roster. Vince had to look at that like jealousy. All your signings from the indie scene, bigger pops than what's going on Raw and SmackDown. Vince seeing that. So I think he gutted that out of spite. I think some of the characters he called them up and misused them out of spite, like a Karrion Kross. Like, he ain't recovered yet, but he was dominating in NXT. Like, can't nobody, we can't unsee what we seen. The little dominatrix crap he had on or whatever he was wearing, you can't unsee that. Karrion Kross ain't been the same since.
Yeah, stripped him out of everything, but hopefully he's back in NXT for a bit. Hopefully he'll regain.
For as long as he needs, stay. Because
Karrion went back down?
Yeah, Karrion and AOP.
Yeah.
See, I forgot I didn't watch NXT this week. See, that's the callbacks we was, what I'm saying? Hey, go back down there. Go back there and get right.
Yeah.
Come back up. But that draft, NXT is in the draft this year, they said.
Yeah.
So they might be taking a lot of people back.
Right.
And making NXT that real third brand. That because I don't want to beat the subject on the head, but NXT do need veteran presence down there.
Hey, he did give him a He-Man outfit.
He had a He-Man outfit. Right. NXT lead a little bit more veteran presence down there, bro. Say what y'all want to about Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin got Braun Breaker ready for that main roster.
He did. Definitely. Even though they messed him up with changing his music though a little bit.
Yeah, we'll get that. We'll figure
it out. They'll figure that out in a minute. They'll change that next week, probably.
But they quickly honed Braun Breaker's style when Baron Corbin got down there. Well, ain't no more of them drop kicks and shit he was doing. Like, he literally laying people out.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And that's his style. So I say Baron Corbin had a lot to do with that. Like, bro, just bring it in a little bit and just do this.
Yeah.
And he got better interacting, and he got funnier. So we start seeing like his personality. Like he got funnier with that wolf dog shit, right? I got a great name for it. You know what I'm saying? It's very good. And that shit really got him over to me, bro. Like he put it all together.
Yeah.
So now that main roster, he got to go to Raw, dog.
Yeah. Definitely.
He got to go to Raw. I definitely.
Go ahead.
Huh?
Oh, I thought you was about to say something else.
No, I'm done.
Oh, well, hope Julia have a successful run in NXT, and when she get caught up, I hope she'll be used like a Io Sky, or even better, man, because I don't think Io Sky or Asuka been used to the fullest of their capability.
She want to start those tops ever. They gotta introduce that IC title in that women's division, or that you something, because y'all getting too stacked. They getting way too stacked.
Yeah, the on the main roster crazy for the women. They gotta get them something to go after. And it's more than the tag team titles, because like not everybody made to be in a women's tag team. So like you said, any other mid card title for the women.
Yeah,
right.
Because we got the kid. Go ahead.
And I think Triple H again is the one that can get that title over.
Definitely.
So, most death. You know, get it because you got a few veterans you could put it on. I think Naomi would be a good candidate to lock in on that first one, and let some young person come up there and be there for it down the line.
That'd be the best way to use Tiffany Stratton.
I was just about to say Tiffany Stratton,
and then let Tiffany go right after her.
Or you could give it to Natty.
That's another good one.
Yeah.
Let me ask you that. Let me ask you this, fellas. Do we do 2 mid-card titles? Do we do U.S. title for the women and intercontinental titles for the women on one show?
No, they just need one.
Is that too many titles? Just one?
That's too many.
Now, do that person gets to bounce back and forth between both brands?
I think so.
If it's just one title?
Yeah.
I think so. Especially if it's a veteran that can go back and forth and work with the younger girls. I would like that. Like that. Even Bailey for a little while, because even though she's a fan favorite, she can flip to play whatever side you need to play to push whoever you push. Like I can see, I would take a one championship going in between both brands, even NXT if they need to.
Right.
If you got the right person down there to challenge her.
Okay. Well, like I said, I hope Julia have successful run in NXT. Let's go on to the next topic, on to Raw or SmackDown. We don't know yet, but Cody Rhodes has been making his run as the new Universal World Champion on WWE, and they are having a tournament to see who is the number one contender for his title. Last week on SmackDown, you had AJ Styles. Who else was in that match?
Rey Mysterio,
and Kevin Owens, that put out a banger of
that was a good match.
banger of a match. And AJ Styles won his match. Then who was in the LA Knight match? LA Knight.
It was LA Knight versus Bobby Lashley and Santos Escobar.
That was an okay match. I think there was a 3 odd trios to be in. But LA Knight won, setting up a rematch with AJ Styles versus LA Knight. What y'all think about this, and who was going to be the number one contender for Cody's championship?
Told y'all Styles is about to be positioned as one of the top heels on SmackDown. Styles gets his revenge on LA Knight. Brian McKay said something last week when I said that LA Knight and AJ Styles might steal the show. He said that he don't see LA Knight. He said he don't see LA Knight being able to perform like that to get that type of match. LA Knight is he be looking super regular. Super regular, bro, to me. I don't know what it be. He's over in terms of mic skills. We love the promo. But man, that ring, man, I want to see a little bit more because that match with him, Bobby Lashley and Santos Escobar, bro, should have been a lot better than what it was.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it was him bogging down. I don't know if it's Bobby. I know it ain't Santos.
I think it's Santos.
Man, Santos can go, but you got to be able to have dance partners with that, as we see with AJ, Kevin Owens, and Rey Mysterio. That's a pay-per-view level triple threat match.
Let me tell you something about Santos. Santos haven't impressed me since NXT. He had I don't know if because they changed his little style a little bit or whatsoever, but he haven't been overly impressive, except for when in that little Rey Mysterio match they had on SmackDown. That was probably his best match I saw from him. Besides that, he just been normal. So they try to push him as one of the top guys. I don't think he's any far away near from a top guy. So I mean, I think that's why that match was kind of iffy, because you have Bobby Lashley and LA Knight in a trios match, but people don't know who Santos Escobar, what his character is, and he's not over like that. That's why I was iffy.
No, I agree. Santos, LA Knight, they're wrestlers who just need more to their offense. Like, especially LA Knight, I see him brawling a little more than actually wrestling. Like, add his back body drop, German suplex, add anything to your offense to make you pop off the screen. Like, a lot of his offense come from stumping, having you in the corner, and make your match stagnant. Like, we need to see movement. We need to see you putting your competitor in a position where he got to sell something other than punches and kicks. Because, like, it feels like the match is so one-sided. And with AJ Styles and how he wrestles, he can hide that deficiency. But when you put in a match with Bobby Lashley and who was the third person? Santos Escobar, they can't hide it because they need help too because of the styles that they wrestle.
Right.
So,
he got an old school moveset. That's what Brian said.
He do all the moves. He's the motion caption guy for 2K, ain't he?
Yeah.
Real talk. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, he the guy that goes in there and do all the moves for 2K motion capture. So you know how to do all the shit. You know how to do all the moves. Put some of that shit in there.
Yeah.
It's like, but he over. But like I said, they gave him the WrestleMania win.
Mm-hmm.
So, bro, you got a big win at WrestleMania. But Styles is getting the title shot in that top spot towards
he has to.
Opponent. Yeah.
He has to. Like, the thing with Cody winning the title is like every heel cuts in front of LA Knight.
Yeah.
Just because of how we have to book Cody now.
Yeah.
And Cody need great heels in order for Cody character to get over still, you know. So he needs a great heel for him to be a great face. So, you know, it's inevitable. It has to be AJ Styles going against him.
And it seemed like AJ Styles was preparing for this spot. I don't know how long he or what he knew prior to WrestleMania, but it seemed like when AJ Styles came back, he came prepared for a big run. He knew he was going to be on for something, because you can look at him, he jacked now. So like he's preparing himself to help push Cody even further to the moon.
Right. And makes so bad that he didn't need to get jacked like that. He was already over. So he's doing that for himself. So to be better looking on camera. So he didn't have to do all that.
I told you it might be the end of his career. He might need one more contract from Tony. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you said every time.
You know, right. You know what I'm saying? So It might be like, hey, AJ Styles, $5 million a year, boom, 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 limited dates. I with my family most of the year. You know what I'm saying? But I can see AJ Styles being involved in some shit going forward, man. They got some real, Tama Tonga. We'll talk about that in the segment, but so a lot of AJ old friends starting to show up here at WWE and Triple H. Vince wasn't acknowledging that history, that thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now that's here, we'll see that AJ Styles being that big first villain for Cody. You can stretch this for 3 matches.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Down the line, hey, Cody. We don't know who's going to be on his brand yet. Like I said, we got that draft coming. You know what I'm saying? But I fully expect AJ Styles and Cody to be on the same brand. Like Ketch said, they never wrestled before.
Right.
On it. So it's like, dog, you got a dream match, so to speak, in WWE, not, you know what I'm saying, that we can run all summer.
And they both talented enough to give us multiple matches. It won't get boring.
That won't get boring.
It won't get boring. They I won't say they're limitless in the ring, but their talent is good enough where neither one of those matches will feel the same.
No, definitely not gonna feel the same.
Right. AJ got a way to make you feel like he winning that belt too in his matches. Like, so yeah. I want to see the finishes because I don't want Cody beating motherfuckers clean.
Right.
I'm starting to hate Cody now, y'all. Don't let me be a Cody hater.
Not clean, easy.
Yeah. Like, bro, you need they have to have a finish.
They got to feel like a war.
Right. Exactly. LA Knight gonna do some bullshit too.
He need to come out like Triple H back in the day after the pay-per-views. He need to come with the arm sling, selling, patch taped ribs, like something.
Right.
Ace is the best. Let's go with that shit.
Because that'll help your heels look better too. So if we need to go back to this again, we could expect another close contest.
Exactly. Right. So keeping on the SmackDown type of things, man. So since Roman Reigns lost his world title, he lost his SmackDown backstage privilege. So he lost his his little set backstage. They gave it to Cody. The Bloodline really didn't like that, so they went out to the ring. Start talking about Roman Reigns, saying that he lost his title. He didn't blame Jimmy. He didn't blame The Rock. He didn't blame Undertaker and everything for losing his title. And you see the debut of Tama Tonga, Haku's adopted son, into the Bloodline. That, shall we say rest in peace, Jimmy Uso.
Where do we go from here?
This is the beginning of the Bloodline civil war, kind of like the Avengers, going against each other. So, what y'all thoughts about this Tama Tonga signing and him and Solo Sikoa turning on his brother and basically kicking him out the Bloodline?
Man, you could tell that quietly frustrations was growing in Solo.
Yeah. He showed that at Mania.
It stood out in the main event at WrestleMania when Solo was telling Roman to finish him. If y'all remember that spot, Solo got visibly frustrated that Cody would not stay down and that Roman was not finishing him off.
Right.
In that moment, it planted a seed in my mind that either Solo was going to turn on him or find a way to hijack the group. But I just didn't think it was going to happen this soon on the first SmackDown after WrestleMania.
Right.
Ustradamus.
Come on, you caught it.
Listen. And we got to remember, Triple H pulled this same shit a day after WrestleMania when Shawn Michaels lost to Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? I don't need him. Boom, boom, boom. Here come the New Age Outlaws. And X-Pac made his return.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The new DX. Expanded to a whole faction. So now you got Tama Tonga, who's been signed a month ago, 2 months ago, finally debut. You debut him to a crowd that knows his history, know who he is, and then they go let the announcers do their thing. Now Vince will probably be like, I don't know who this individual is.
Right.
No, motherfucker, this is son of Haku. Blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? They set it up. Jacob Fatu just signed. So Solo about to have a new young Wolfpack like bloodline.
Now,
or maybe Rock set the order.
And if we was talking about 2 or 3 years ago, this whole subject matter would have been fantasy booking. But
right.
somehow Triple H was able to go out there and get it done.
And pull that shit off. Facts.
Like it looked like the hot spot for free agents right now. And not just anybody signing too. Like these pieces fit going forward long term.
Right.
Because you could get another 3-year bloodline story. Literally. Easy out of this. And everybody come out looking good again. We see what happened with Jey Uso. He a main event talent now, just off the bloodline story alone. So Solo could take that next step. Jimmy, we probably see him rebound. And the other guy, Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga, we can all see them turning to megastars off this one story.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You all link with, listen, you in a storyline with the final boss. You already and this is what I be talking about with the big time. You got to go big time. Like nobody wants to be a wrestler and not have a WrestleMania moment, dog. I don't give a fuck who you are. You can front, you can, you know what I'm saying? This is what this shit is about. But like you said, these pieces fit perfectly. We the hottest ticket in town, free agent wise, and with consumers. Now we slowly about to build NXT up to be just a third brand. We on the CW moving this fall.
Man,
now we got enough room for everybody to kind of thrive. And we got some Twitter content we making with WWE Speed. Like, come on, man.
And they're gonna have that speed title. So
speed title.
With the bloodline, what is the future of the bloodline? Like, do you think Solo will be the appointed next tribal chief appointed by The Rock?
Yes, you got 3 years, Cliff. 3 more years of this shit. Yes.
So Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga will be most likely the tag team out the group, or will they have their own solo thing going on, or will they try to be the tag team, go after one of those tag team championships or whatsoever, or because
I think so.
I think Jimmy gonna go over back to Raw and be with his brother. Like we were saying the other day, man. I don't think Jimmy or Jay can be without each other. They're not solo competitors. They're a tag team, so
they wrestle like.
Right.
Hey, you're right.
They do,
but I still think you gotta let Jay ride. Jay got away.
Yeah. Jay got away. Yeah.
Let Jay have his time. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy got a redemption story. Roman's revenge. He got a redemption story. Solo, I don't think it's ready to be a world champion, but that hostile takeover could be the straw that breaks the camel back between Roman and Rock. You got a lot of layers with that bloodline story, bro. That's just crazy with it, man. And
I was talking about a theory. What if The Rock is behind what Solo is doing?
Yeah,
what if he is? I think he definitely is.
Give me
Got be something to do with that spear he took at Mania.
Man, yeah.
They gonna call him back to that. Hey Cliff, they gonna call back to that.
Oh yeah.
And at some point, Roman got to have a face run. He got to have a face run.
They set Roman up to be the biggest face because remember that one time Triple H tore his quadriceps?
Yeah.
And he came back to Madison. Was it Madison Square Garden when he came back and he just was just his return. He was gone so long, his return turned him face.
Yeah,
he had one of the biggest pops ever.
I think that was in 2002. I remember that.
Yeah. So now when Roman come back, man, they gonna cheer his ass through the roof.
Right.
He one of the biggest faces. We got to be careful with that though, because Cody, you know, the fans might switch. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all love that Cody story shit. Y'all love them kissing babies. I told my wife this. Y'all gonna turn on that nice ass man. Y'all gonna turn.
if WWE do story
Facts catch
treats him right or do him right, WWE can't dictate what the fans like or dislike. They just have to put them in the right situations.
That's why the appeal is going to be important. Because if not, it's going to be trouble for Cody Rhodes.
Right.
And let me say this real quick, y'all. You see how big Solo is now? You know what I'm saying? Just from him being on NXT, but then him coming to the main roster, and him being put with the right people, being featured every week. That and that's that long-term build plan that they be having for these wrestlers. And look at JD McDonough.
They almost screwed him though. I'm not gonna lie about with Solo. They almost screwed him a little bit because after he beat John, I think I put this in the group. After he beat John Cena, dominated John Cena, he went on a run like.
Yeah, it was like 0-34. It was something crazy.
You know, so
he was the bloodline foil, but we know him.
Right.
Like casuals know him.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Like JD McDonough. Like they bring you up and then they gonna get to, integrate you in there, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like developing on a 360-degree spectrum right now with all they people, bro. Like people, like we even see people like Candice LeRae. Like, even though people don't know who she is, they featuring her shit every single week. Don't give a fuck. You don't know.
You got a question that's saying, are we expected to have a Shield reunion appearance? Back as a stable as Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. I don't think
hell no.
John Moxley gonna come out there.
John forgot sleep.
I think the Shield is just done right now. I think that thing what Seth Rollins did and Roman Reigns getting his lick back with Seth Rollins.
That got money there.
It's over for as far as the Shield things, but
that's money there.
You have money with Rollins versus Reigns all the time, every day. You know, all day, every day, you got money there. So I don't see him tagging back up. I don't see him. I just see them going against each other.
And neither one of them is champions right now. So it's a lot of animosity there.
Right.
Yeah.
Taking them L's. So storyline and frustration, costing each other the title.
Right.
Because, built in on Seth Rollins losing the World Heavyweight title, he wrestled the night before. So, that match could have cost Seth Rollins the title. The Rock and Roman Reigns is responsible for that. So the storyline is there. 10 years in the making. We both responsible in one way or another of us losing our championship. So that's an easy sell. Rollins and Reigns. Easy.
Catch say.
That's not a wild take, bro. That's not a wild take at all. I could see Sami Zayn clicking back up with the Usos and Roman Reigns to take on the other bloodline members. So that's not a wild take at all. It's
gonna be Roman, the Usos, Sammy,
the OG bloodline
versus Solo, Rock, Tama. You talk about that?
Yes. So yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
Now do Paul Heyman stay loyal to Roman Reigns, or do he turn?
I think Paul Heyman stay loyal to the tribal chief, whoever the tribal chief is.
It's like, can we see Paul Heyman working some face, doing face work? That's not his thing.
Do we see Paul Heyman can get these guys over to that level, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Triple H been wanting Tama Tonga for a long time. I'm talking about black and gold days. The last time his contract was up. You know what I'm saying? Right. So do you keep Paul around to give the rub to Solo, Tama Tonga, and if Jacob Fatu come over? You know what I'm saying? And elevate these guys. Because you're never going to have Roman back in a full-time capacity at all, ever.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you can elevate, and in Rock, Rock coming by sparingly too. You can elevate these guys to another level. You know what I'm saying? So I think Paul staying with Solo is nice for Solo's run.
I feel like it's gonna be needed.
Right.
I just feel like storyline wise, it's not gonna work because Paul is scared of Solo.
He's terrified.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know who the next Paul Heyman guy is.
Who do you think would be the mouthpiece to that version of the bloodline?
It's gonna be Paul.
It's gonna probably have to be Paul.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Because you don't have you got Solo is not a talker. Thomas not a talker. Jacob Fatu could be the top talker if he's signed in.
No, you need somebody getting Paul put the motherfuckers over with his mouth.
Yeah.
So it's you need somebody on par with Paul Heyman. Who we can bring in that's Samoan. That's family. I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm gonna have to look at it.
Don't forget about Zilla Fatu.
Yeah,
he may be coming out there too. So
I can see Paul Heyman really going that vicious route. Hey, y'all want to be top of this business? You got to do whatever it takes to get there. You know what I'm saying? And they probably can be.
So let's I don't know if it's Jacob is confirmed yet or not.
It's rumored.
It's rumored. He said to himself that he signed. So we'll find out. That's all I said. We'll find out once we'll see him. That's when we find out.
Right.
He probably gonna pop up at one of them nights on the draft. Just wait.
Definitely.
Yeah.
The free agent or something crazy. And then but I think all this is gonna take shape within the next few weeks. It feels like Triple H is trying to roll this out quickly.
Right. It's the start of a new story. So we just got us as wrestling fans, WWE fans, we have to stay patient and just let it go. Let it simmer out.
The long term storytelling has proven to work.
Right.
Just let it work. Cody got his payoff. Everybody who was involved in the storyline came out looking good, from the Usos, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns is a GOAT now. Everybody involved in these last few years, Sami Zayn on a different level. Yeah, like you said, you gotta let it work. And Triple H will make sure nobody looks bad doing it.
Right. So, on to the next topic of the day. A few weeks before WrestleMania started, CM Punk was on the podcast of Ariel Helwani, the MMA Hour podcast, talk about his thoughts and feelings of what happened during All Out and in London. And the Young Bucks decided, or Tony Khan decided, to show the backstage footage of that fight that happened against Jungle Boy and CM Punk. They said that this was going to be a start or a reason for showing this tape, beginning a story with FTR. But the showing of the tape kind of backfired for AEW. Just want to hear your thoughts about this backstage footage being shown by Tony Khan, and what was the reason for AEW to show this backstage footage? Because it just proves CM Punk was 95% right. I ain't gonna say 100%.
Why wasn't he 100% right?
Because he threw a punch. He
didn't throw a punch. He threw a choke. You know what I'm saying?
Like he threw a punch a little bit.
Nah, he apprehended him. That was apprehension, bro. That was, bro. Don't, yo, young ass. Who you talking to?
Nah,
boy, you know, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah,
If,
it was.
if my son was to ever step in my face like that, that's how I'm doing. like real talk. Like, bro, who the fuck you talking to?
Right.
And I'm gonna choke you up, bro, and grab you. But you made Punk look like he tell the truth. Bro.
Right.
You made him more of a martyr.
Exactly. Right.
You're more of a martyr now.
What Tony Khan was relying on was a cancel culture move. Oh, CM Punk is a bully. We can't have this in the sport. Let's get him out of here. Or, you know, thinking that WWE might distance themselves because he assaulted Jack Perry. That's what they was hoping for, but no.
Right.
Because it's professional wrestling. And when CM Punk was on that particular podcast, he said, you know, we got to get back to protecting the business. This was the moment you protect the business. Exactly. You don't release this video because you don't know where it's going to go. And now, what is his name? Jack Perry, Jungle Boy? He looked bad. You a grown man and you let another grown man put his hands on you and you didn't retaliate. You stood there. And any way they portray his character going forward, I know I can't take it serious. The people in Chicago, the other day, like, what were y'all cheering?
You kind of ruined his career now.
Yeah, it's nothing to cheer.
That Crimea River shit, that's go away heat, that's you a Punk heat. It's you look at the situation like, all right, Tony the Trigger. Every time somebody says something about him, he tries to go through these fake rallying of the troops.
Right.
Those scripted, okay, go out there and say this. We're the best company. We're this, we're that, blah, blah, blah. Go out there and give a promo on how we're striving to be the best wrestlers in the world. Like, man, go on with all that. You're being too desperate. And that video footage, man, really turned a lot of people against you. All the people that was on the fence was like, man, bro, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? You a clown. And now you gave CM Punk more of a push.
Thank you.
The next time we see CM Punk on TV, it's gonna be nuclear, bro. It's like, yeah, you know, blah blah blah.
Absolutely.
Chanting CM Punk at AEW shows. Every time the Bucks come out, they gonna troll with that shit. All 55 people there. So we gotta understand that sometimes when you try to pull a whole move like that, and I feel like it was a whole move. WCW pulled something like that back in the day to where they announced Raw was already taped. Mm-hmm. So Mick Foley had won the World Championship. These motherfuckers gave the results, and everybody switched the channel. I think Tony Schiavone has some PTSD. I see my background today. They said he was miserable backstage. He knows when shit like this happens after the shit like that, the backlash you'll get. That was the official turning point in the Monday Night Wars.
Right.
That was when they said, boom, he started shifting back to WWE. He know that this could have been a death blow. They said Tony Schiavone has been miserable backstage. Tony Khan fucked up.
And that's the problem. Tony is Jerry Jones.
Right.
Exactly what Jerry Jones is to the Cowboys. That's Tony Khan. He want to be responsible for this company being a mega company. It's like, no, it's not about you. It's about the talent who go out there and bust their ass in the ring every night. But he always got to be ahead of the wagon. He always got to be responsible for pushing the buttons. It's like, bro, you are a super fan with money that do fantasy booking. And some people like that. But for long-term longevity, that don't work. That's why people tune out, because it's like, what's the point of this match? What's the point of the win-loss record?
Right.
Point of this, nothing he does makes sense. He got 3 brands under his company. He got Collision, Dynamite, Ring of Honor. And it's all a mess.
Right.
All a mess, bro.
Nothing on them programs add up to anything. No long-term payoff, no nothing. But they keep signing big free agents because they love the pop of a new star coming in. They love rolling out the red carpet. And then after that, they ain't catering for the next 6 months.
Exactly. Like, come on, man.
And it's crazy about this footage that came out. The Young Bucks said it was supposed to start off with was the reason why they lost to FTR at All In because they was handling the situation backstage, but they wasn't even featured in the footage to carry out that story.
Yeah,
In wrestling. So FTR comes out and talks, and the crowd goes mild, as you could say.
Right.
It wasn't nothing. They trying to do this rah Cisco bomb every week, and AEW crowd is getting tired of listening to that bull.
they got go away heat.
It made Edge a little promo the week before, null and void, because he was trying to get people to forget all that bullshit, forget all this so-called tribalism shit, and just love wrestling. Now it just made his shit just null and void now. Like it's no purpose of showing that video.
No, not at all. AEW need to focus on AEW. Stop watching WWE TV because your content is literally a reaction to what you see on another show instead of creating something that's your own.
Right.
As I said on social media, they whole gimmick is anti-WWE. But WWE is good again. So now you look like you're just a hater.
You look like
better than you.
And you look desperate.
No, real desperate.
And the talent feels the desperation. So now the talent that you got there, you're already disrespecting the women division because Mercedes Moné comes to your fucking company and ain't wrestling to May. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck?
Exactly.
So no debut match. She gets to come here making a record $10 million a year and ain't wrestling for 3 months. So of course the women feel like that. All your talent feels like that. Everybody who's coming up on a deal, man, they looking at going back to Triple H, going back to WWE.
Hook already said it.
Hook is gone.
I'm looking forward for free agents to see what's out there. He's gone.
You see how Andrade came back? Andrade came running back.
Yes.
Right. Got him a WrestleMania spot.
I know Miro, aka Rusev. As soon as that deal up, he's running back.
Out.
He lost his marriage and everything. Fucking around with AEW.
Right.
He go come back home too. Everybody who left because of Vince, that's all gone now. I think AEW was able to get kickstarted because it's such an anti-Vince movement.
Definitely
was tired of working in that atmosphere. Things has changed now.
You don't leave jobs. You leave who?
Say that again.
You don't leave jobs.
Oh, you leave bad
who?
leadership.
You leave bad leadership. You leave management. That's what they left. Now you're looking at, God damn, Triple H is back over there. Man, he doing what? Blah, blah, blah.
Doc said WrestleMania when Cody won the title.
Come on, man.
Right.
Ricky Starks was in the suite like that could be me.
Man, they seeing that. You don't think MJF is looking at shit like that? They're getting astronomical amounts of money, fellas. And I don't, like I said, I don't blame them. If he gonna give you $7.2 million a year to be a wrestler, to wrestle 30 dates, I'm doing that.
Right.
But if you want legacy, nobody will remember your name, bro, if you don't go to WWE.
Absolutely.
At least compete.
Have y'all heard the video of the Kenny Omega video about his thoughts over the situation?
I need 30 seconds, fellas.
I read it. I didn't actually see it. And it seemed like he was being very careful not to pick a side.
Right.
Worded everything. So I read over it. He was very careful. He didn't disrespect AEW, but he also made sure not to step on CM Punk toes too.
Right.
So he really played the fence on that one. So I think he did what should have been done and not add fuel to the fire.
Right. Well, I mean, he was saying that he wished he wasn't an EVP, and he thought he think that fights help pan out situations, basically, And I agree with him. I think none of them should have been EVPs, the Young Bucks
Really?
or Kenny Omega, because like CM Punk said, man, you can't be a player and a coach at the same time,
It's a
without
conflict,
salt. Yeah, it's a conflict of interest.
and that's why CM Punk was easily pushed out the door.
Right. And I don't even think they said he said Kenny Omega and him and CM Punk are cool now. So
that last deal Omega signed was a mistake.
Right.
Well, body breaking down, bro. Go and finish your career on WWE and get your accolades you deserve. Your WrestleMania match. Quit bullshitting. Young Bucks too, but nobody wants them no more.
I still want to see Omega and Seth Rollins.
That'd be a good match.
We all do.
Yeah.
Like they got so many high-profile dream matches and high-profile stories they can do. If some of those other guys would just come on over, you know what I'm saying? Like House of Black doesn't even feel right in AEW. Malachi Black should be under Triple H's leadership and guidance. You know
exactly.
Kenny Omega, man, Triple H will do him right. Like, bro, you got to understand, like, this is not Vince. So now that y'all know Vince is 100% gone, Vince TKO shares is almost damn near depleted.
He's selling all his stuff. He's selling all his shares.
All of it's gone now?
Yeah, he's selling them off.
I just read. Sell them off, yep.
So he finished.
Stephanie was not coming back until Vince was 100% gone, y'all. I want y'all to understand that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Time she left. As soon as that story broke and they said that he was coming back, Stephanie walked right out the door like, I'm gone.
Mm-hmm. Gone. So they calling it the Triple H era on TV. Triple H is self-proclaimed. They saying that.
Absolutely.
Right. So if you want legacy in your career, man, you have to go back and try to compete and make it on that. Some of the best independent stars right now are some of the top stars in WWE. Y'all can't say that they're not grabbing these guys.
Right.
And it's cool to want money. We all need to support ourselves, make a living. But after a while, money don't matter, and you got to go get the legacy. Like that's the reason Tony Khan is doing what he's doing, because he's throwing more money. He overpaying everybody just to stay.
Right.
You don't think Sasha Banks was penciled in at WrestleMania at a point?
I think so. I thought she was gonna sign at the last minute and be there.
Right.
Felt that.
Save Bailey. Tony
Khan threw a few more million onto her plate.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Same thing with Okada. I think Okada was rumored to be going to WWE, and Tony Khan just said, "Hey, bro, boom, you can stay home." And I'm flying him and Will Ospreay from Australia
on private jets.
On private jets. Listen, if money ain't everything, I will say this: if they paying you more than WWE can pay you, okay, who's not going to consider that?
Right.
But like you coming to WWE can raise your profile to the point of you making multi-million dollars.
Absolutely.
Being a Hollywood movie star. You know what I'm saying? Like they created the top 4 Hollywood movie stars in the last 4 decades.
Yeah.
You know, 3, The Rock, Batista, and John Cena. So Roman Reigns can go to Hollywood anytime he want to. Sasha
was on that scale too.
Yep.
Sasha was on the Mandalorian, and you know what I'm saying, getting out there. You don't think that nobody else has that potential to be that?
Right.
Every top main event star, damn near went to Hollywood. Come on now.
Right.
So if it was me, I would go get one big payday at AEW, and I'm out. Probably 2-year deal, 3rd year is an option, and we'll play it by ear on the 3rd year. But if it ain't looking good, I'm gone.
Exactly.
Because, like you said, House of Black, how long has Malachi Black been in AEW? And they still haven't done right by him.
3 years, I think.
They were signing them 5-year contracts. I don't know if he signed a 5-year with them. At the time, it was looking on the up and up.
And boy, how fast things have changed, though. The whole tone, the whole narrative.
Right.
I think they're paid so well that, they don't go out publicly and speak under contract with AEW. But as soon as people leave, they say the same stuff. It's immaturity in the locker room. Tony Khan is not a boss. He a buddy guy. and that seemed like how it's ran. It's like there's no authority, no leadership there. And with the Young Bucks being what is it, VPs? Like,
EVP.
yeah, they don't strike me as people who got the knowledge of the business side to get structure in a company that's needed. They just wear a title to me, EVP. We got to say so.
Those two dudes are guys who are still ultimately bitter that they were never good enough to make it at WWE.
Right.
Absolutely.
So they found their way out, and they want to act like it's, oh no, I don't need to go there, bro. Listen, we know Cody. That was Cody's dream from the jump. I'm about to go make myself desirable enough to go back.
Exactly.
Cody didn't sign a long-term deal with AEW, y'all. He signed one of the shortest deals. Did y'all notice that? I just don't understand. Like, he was a free agent so quick. Y'all like, damn, this shit up already.
I was shocked.
Yeah, he signed one of the shortest deals with AEW. He didn't lock in 5 years or 4. No, bro. He signed probably a 2-year with a 3-year option. He probably signed that deal.
Too. He made the promise that he'll never pursue the world championship.
Yeah, because he didn't never.
That let me know that his mind was elsewhere. I'm just here to polish myself up and go back. I don't need your world championship.
And be desirable. Look, like you said, that move with the world championship, I don't want to win a world title nowhere else but WWE.
Come on.
Tony should have saw that then.
Right.
But you was pissing Cody off with stripping him of his power or certain things, or trying to do certain things certain ways.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But now you got Punk as your biggest ratings grabber, and he in a whole different company. Y'all popped the rating from CM Punk. He over here at WWE. What you think that's about to do for Punk at WWE?
He about to have a renaissance.
Right.
I guarantee he's gonna be the first person out on Raw Monday.
You already know. You already know, bro.
Hey, but about the WWE thing, the thing that killed the narrative that people don't need to go to WWE or don't want to go is when Sting finally signed on. Even though that run wasn't what we thought it was going to be, if the legendary Sting found it in his mind saying, I need to go there, no wrestler after him can say, going to the WWE won't help me.
Right.
Sting even went. The most loyal person to WCW eventually signed on and had a run. Even though it's shortened by injuries, he still went. So the Young Bucks saying they don't need to go, that's bullshit.
You will be forgotten.
So,
if Triple H offered them more money than Tony Khan, they'd be on the first jet.
Oh, definitely.
To Florida, down in NXT in that performance center.
With all that being said, do y'all think AEW needs a hard reset as far as resetting everything about AEW after this video footage?
Yeah. I would.
How would they go about that though? Like, would you start off in the front office, hiring bookers, and
Cliff,
resetting titles? And
I'll say this, Cliff, you're losing some big names. I don't know when Chris Jericho shit up. He's gone. He going back. He about to, you know what I'm saying?
It's the farewell tour.
Right, exactly. WrestleMania 41, baby. You know, I'm there. You losing Dustin Rhodes, who's going to add to the Cody Rhodes tour. Now you about to just send this dude back, and he's about to be with Cody in some capacity to help him fight whoever he has to fight, Bloodline or whatever. That's huge. You know, you losing Miro. Moxley crying in the tabloids talking about he's the most forgotten member. No, bro, you left the machine.
Right.
You bleeding on TV every week in a electric promotion, man. So we got to understand one thing about it. AEW does have the young talent to kind of get through this wave if you feature them. But is that young talent thinking of dipping too?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the hard reset gonna have to come from the front office, and Tony Khan gonna have to bring in more executives. Scott Gilmore from TNA was fired. Bring Scott Gilmore over there.
Exactly.
Bully Ray offered to help you for free. Pay Bully Ray. He's a brilliant mind, bro. Get him in there. Tony, get the fuck out the office and go home. You're not Vince McMahon.
Right.
You got to be in a Ted Turner capacity.
If you pay attention to WWE creative, even though it would be a Triple H or back in the day Vince McMahon with the final say, it was always a table of creators sitting there just ironing this stuff out. Tony needs to surround himself with wrestling minds to help him out. And the hard reset for AEW, it got to begin with an authority figure on screen.
Right.
They need a general manager or a commissioner, whatever you call it. They need that so we can take the heat off of Tony. Because right now, nobody believes in his creative direction. So we need to put a figurehead out front to make the matches, to make the decisions. Because low key, it seems like a lot of the wrestlers call their own shots.
They do.
Yeah,
they go out there on TV. I'm facing you for the AEW Continental Championship. It's like, you could just walk out here and say that?
Right.
Like, you're not going to compete in the tournament.
Right.
Earn it. Like, that's what they need the on-screen character for as a general manager. To create structure.
This is the exact creative for AEW. Banger match. After the match, I'm gonna walk out and I'm gonna stare you down.
Don't forget the passionate promo, Cliff. I'm gonna yell for 5 minutes.
Passionate promo.
Yeah,
I do this for a living.
Passionate. I
love professional wrestling.
Come on, man. I'm about to go for after one of these 11 mid-card titles. We got 11 mid-card titles on AEW, bro.
No, literally.
Like, bro, it's like, bro, the hard reset, too, has to come from the fact that your top stars be out too long.
Yeah.
Like, Kenny Omega missed so much time. MJF be missing so much time. You know what I'm saying? Like, people forget the hiatus MJF took last time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Is it injury related or he just gone?
One time.
This time he's injured. The
other time
he injured. Other time it was remember they said
he wasn't signing back or so, whatever. I don't know.
Left. It was after that promo he did on Tony Khan. They said Tony Khan was suspended or something.
The thing is, your top stars is gone too long. Your other top star, Bryan Danielson, is having his dream match for Farewell Tour. You know what I'm saying?
Bryan Danielson just having matches. Right.
Literally.
Edge came to AEW is burying all the young talent. Like, bro, ain't even helping nobody.
I like the Edge and Penta match, though. The Edge and Penta match was fire.
Yeah, it was good. It was good, man. But Edge is having fun making $7.8 million a year. You know what I'm saying? That's what all Edge is doing, bro. So your hard reset gonna come. It's gonna be a hard sock in the face because you're losing a lot of top people. Like I said, Jericho's gone. You know what I'm saying? John Moxley, he signed another 5-year deal, but man, I think he low key want to leave too. Like Vince is gone, man. Everybody's mindset has changed. Now that you dropped that damn immature ass tape, everybody backstage like, man. Bro, everybody backstage like, man, fuck Tony.
Right.
It probably gives the other way to get out.
Tony said he feared for his life. And what that tape showed, we see that all the time. You see that in schools, headlocks, chokeholds, disagreements. Like, it was like, the way he was talking is like somebody pulled up to the arena with a strap.
In Tony Khan's defense, Tony ain't never saw none of that shit. He is a billionaire.
What's my argument?
He ain't saw none of that shit.
Argument, bro.
So he looking like with CM Punk pointed at him and ran at him for a minute. Yeah, he thought he was fearing for his life because he ain't never been in that situation to deal with.
This is why
he literally pissed on himself.
This is why Vince created how you should run a wrestling company, not with the allegations.
Right.
But you have to be somebody tough enough. Like Ole Anderson got punched in the face a lot of times too, booking down there in the Mid-South. Vince got socked in his face or his ass whooped or challenged or, and
Bret Hart.
Yeah, bro, Tony, you ain't built for this. Like I said, you got to take a Ted Turner approach to it and let the wrestling minds.
Yeah, Ricky Starks definitely did
He's definitely out of there. Bro, all those young guys are gone. Powerhouse Hobbs, Ricky Starks. They gone, bro. I said the hard reset gonna be top talent leaving is gonna sock you right in the face. And now you're gonna be left with Action Andretti versus Shane Stewart. Whatever Shane Strickland promotions like
Shane Taylor Promotions.
Shane Taylor Promotions, like, come on, fam. Like, probably doing that. Scorpio Sky versus come on.
Right.
So listen. Like Prestige said, the anti-WWE rhetoric is backfired. Triple H is cooking with hot grease. You gonna need we want Tony gone storyline where all the wrestlers come out and just boycott Tony Khan, leave.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That will put eyes on the product. Like, get this guy out of here, and then a new authority figure comes and replaces him, something like that.
Right.
And two, if the Young Bucks are smart, drop the EV title, at least on PP title, at least on TV. Drop it on TV. We gotta get that. Because like every time y'all on TV, it don't feel like it's because y'all deserve to be featured. It's like y'all forcing y'all way on TV because of the power y'all hold. Because they up for another tag team championship against FTR. So they could possibly become the first 3-time AEW tag team champions.
People getting tired of seeing that match already.
Absolutely.
It's like was it fifth time on wrestling?
Something like that.
So,
and there's plenty of talent back there to feature other tag teams. You got the Acclaim over there. You got the Best Friends. I don't know if they're a tag team,
right?
But they know each other. Like,
but their tag teams are not over, man. They're not over. So they gotta get to the two tag teams that are over, FTR and the Bucks. So
they gotta. The hard reset is needed.
They don't have no creativity to create a tag team to get them over. They got Acclaim, but there's no other creative aspects to other tag teams. I mean, you could put the House of Black on there,
right?
Possibly, but they don't know what to do with the House of Black. So how what they gonna do?
Yeah, so. Tony need to take a long look at this. Like he can't do it by himself. He got 3 brands, all this talent, making all this money, but nothing is coming of it. That's why I think they're the Dallas Cowboys, because they spend all this money every year, get all this talent, talk about how good we're gonna be, season come, and nothing come of it. There's no payoff. You just spent a whole bunch of money. That's all.
You got a bunch of role players, while WWE got a bunch of Michael Jordans and Steph Currys.
Exactly.
And recruiting.
They got more coming down the pipeline with the NIL and NXT.
You basically getting top college athletes. Jada Parker shit. My wife might whoop my ass once I watch that YouTube clip. You know what I'm saying? But you getting prime athletes. These 6'8", 6'9" former football players who already wrestling football is related anyways. But now WWE is securing that type of talent. Man, and giving these athletes another avenue to go down. And now we have the Performance Center and the way to train you to make you one of the top. Oh, but Fibby, man, come on, bro. He just started, 2 years ago?
Right.
He fresh.
God damn.
Yo, let me tell you something. NXT has got another young cat, man, 19 years old. I forgot his name, dog. He just wrestled debuted last week.
Yeah, what's his name?
Bro.
Was his last name Edwards or something?
I forget
his name. But I know who you're talking about, dude with the dreads.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Black dude.
Yeah,
nice,
he was nice.
Nice. I can't wait till he get out there. Now.
Like at 19 years old, like he got some potential. He put on a hell of a match on NXT.
Yeah, man.
The only good thing AEW has going on for him right now is Samoa Joe and Swerve Strickland.
They gonna drop the ball on that.
They already dropped the ball on it. You overshadowed their feud with that bullshit the other night.
Yeah,
that's all we were talking about. We want to talk about Samoa Joe and Swerve. Then you gave Swerve. You got that. You had that Spartan brand main event with Samoa Joe versus Dustin Rhodes. Right, man. Come on, man. Come on, Tony.
Now, do y'all think Swerve might change his mind and look to come back to the WWE?
Oh yeah,
I think he most certainly want to come back.
Oh, Triple H is looking
Swerve.
at him. Triple H is looking at him. He wanted Swerve back when they brought.
He was the one that tried to get him tamper. He was the one who tried to get him tamper. Yeah. Remember they were talking about they was tampering? Mm-hmm. It was Swerve. Triple H said, "Hey, bro, come back."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Swerve should have had the title on him by now. I feel like they waited too long. Like, and we don't even know if he's gonna beat Samoa Joe. We don't even know what that's gonna happen. We don't even know what's gonna happen creatively with that.
Javon Evans. Javon Evans.
Yeah.
Javon Evans.
Look him up. Ooh.
I'm about to, but Kate just said the claim ain't even over no more. That's fucking facts.
No.
They was most overacting the biz at one point. And now they just fizzled them out because they don't know how to fucking continue that face run after winning that title after the payoff.
That's a shame.
It's a shame. I hope AEW get this shit together because it's always better to have two main companies, maybe three. But they got to get their stuff together, get their stories together, and hopefully they will, continue doing better than what they're doing. Besides that, go ahead.
You gotta be organically creative, and you have to be an alternative. Paul Heyman created ECW. They was an alternative.
Right.
Even though they had the hardcore matches, they had Lucha Libre style that Eric Bischoff stole for his cruiserweight divisions. You know what I'm saying? The WWF Attitude Era with nothing but ECW on mainstream TV. You know what I'm saying? You got to be an alternative, bro. Be the king. You own Ring of Honor, one of the most prestigious independent wrestling companies ever, bro. Be the king of the indies. Right. Be the company that shines the spotlight on all the independent promotions that, hey, I can get y'all TV time or whatever.
Right.
Just they go translate in the ratings that y'all want. Y'all trying to compete with a fucking machine? They ain't gonna work.
Right.
No, the WWE is too far ahead. They got global partnerships, global branding. Like the reach is just too far for anybody to compete with that.
They got to stop trying to compete and be their own competitor. Exactly. Compete against yourself and beat what you was doing the last week. That's Absolutely. That's how you get successful.
Because the WWE is doing $1 billion deals. Netflix gave them $5 billion. I'm sure Fox and USA, they go try to come up with some money to get retain SmackDown. That's gonna be up for grabs. So that's gonna be another $1 billion deal. Like, you can't compete with that. I don't care how much hoorah you say on your weekly programs, you cannot compete with what WWE is doing.
Right.
So it's up to you just to go out there and put on the best product that you can. And the fans are gonna watch. I mean, I'll be tapping into TNA. I'll be looking at that. It ain't their best work, but at least they're building back to getting there.
Right.
And people are showing up to work every day excited. AEW right now, they got a locker room full of disgruntled people who can't say nothing publicly because they go be punished. And they also like that check that they cash every week.
I'm telling you, bro, when you are a no-name pro wrestler, probably making $100K a year, just like I'm telling you, for less than 30 dates, it's like, and now you like Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho making a cool, 5, 6?
Got to.
You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm making a cool 5, 6 million a year, and then I just got to show up the TV. And at worst case scenario, you're doing under 100 dates a year, y'all.
Come on.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Well, WWE, yes, it's a grind. but the profile you build, and now Triple H them scaling back on the shows like that. Now.
Absolutely, yep.
Yeah, so you're not working like you was under Vince because we got licensing now. We got fucking a TV deal already paid for. We don't have to do fucking WWE live events. You know what I'm saying? So.
And then too, they featuring more talent than ever on WWE TV.
Right.
That 6-pack ladder match at WrestleMania, that features so many different talent from both.
Right.
So Triple H is doing his best to keep everybody involved. Like we see Akira Tozawa on TV more now than ever. He's not looking like a fool. Like he actually involved.
And we know who he is.
Yes. So even if you do go to WWE and you're not the biggest star, you'll be featured some way, somehow. And you get time to develop. Then you seen what they did with what's the young lady name? The NXT champion on women's champion, the Prodigy.
Roxanne Perez.
Yeah, Roxanne Perez. They're taking their time with her. The face run didn't work. So they like, all right, we're gonna flip the switch and try you as a heel, put the belt back on you. Like the WWE is not too quick to give up on their talent. So you actually got time to develop. Jade came in with a high profile. Triple H didn't rush her. He gave her time to develop. Even though all she doing is 3 moves right now, she doing she killing them 3 moves. She makes it work. And you don't feel that pressure when you see the on TV. You can tell that everybody is lax. Like that triple threat match on SmackDown with KO, Rey Mysterio, and who was the last one? AJ Styles, was it?
Yeah.
Whoever it was. That was a great ass match. I didn't know those 3 was gonna fit like that. But
that match is a banger.
Yeah, they put everybody in a position where everybody comes out looking great. Where it seemed like in every AEW, everybody is going to business for themselves.
Everybody.
Exactly.
And it happened. It's documented. It happened. It happened live on camera now.
Yep.
And twice, 3 times.
And that's the reason why Punk was so upset.
Right.
Like nobody wanted to talk about that. Everybody went to business for themselves.
Exactly.
And that's why. And William Regal even said it when he came back to WWE that nobody wanted to listen, nobody wanted to learn.
So
we're going to get all those stories for those guys coming back. Cody, nice ass, be saying it in some kind of way too, but he just so PC. He don't want to fucking admit the real. Like, bro, they don't know what's going on over there. I had to come back somewhere that had more structure and more professionalism. And bro, shut up and just tell the real. Like, bro, they running a circus over there. Arn Anderson is stuck too.
Damn, I forgot he was over there.
Yeah,
I thought they let him go.
Oh, he probably did.
His son,
yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, shit.
Well, hopefully AEW will get this shit together and and be successful, man. That's all I can say about that, man. But it's been over an hour 22 minutes, fellas, and it's about that time to bid everybody an adieu, like Kenny Omega says.
Next week we got Catch P on. So Catch P.
I'm here for that.
Catch P. We got Catch P on next week. Catchphrase, bro. 90 Street just let's get it, baby. So yeah, we're gonna get that right.
We'll get that right.
We got a big week coming up.
Coming up next week, we get big week, man. Prez, man, we'd like to thank you for coming on to the show this week, man. We appreciate your insight. Do you have
no Andrew, man?
Go ahead.
I said I really enjoyed you on the show today, bro.
Hey, no, this is great. This is great. I appreciate the opportunity just to be able to share my insight and even learn from y'all because y'all got perspectives too. And you be hitting on that stuff from the future.
Hey, man, listen, bro. I've been trying, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been telling Triple H, man, look, man, let me go at least book NXT.
Hey, come on. Hey, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it.
Yeah, man. But definitely want to get you back on the show one day, man.
Whenever y'all need me,
as soon as possible.
Whenever y'all need me, just hit me up. Let me know.
Let's get it.
Let me know.
Well, all right, people, man. The people who's in here, man. If y'all not subscribed to the YouTube channel, man, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. It's free, man. It don't cost y'all a thing, man. Just hit it, Just hit that like. It's a thing that says thumbs up, It's easy, And make sure y'all share it to another wrestling fan, man. They might enjoy us talking about wrestling and talking about AEW, talking about WWE. That's what we do. Like I say, every week, same hot time, same hot channel, and we will see y'all next Sunday. Peace.